Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty Pie. Today's video is going to be a full face first impressions of all of the products that I hauled from BeautyCon and New York in general. So all of these products are brand new to me. I used a few new brushes today. So a lot of these products I have not used before, so it is a genuine first impression and you will see that in the video. There are definitely some misses along the way, so definitely stay tuned for that so you know what to avoid and what you might consider picking up. So thank you guys so much for stopping by. We'll get right into first impressions. So to get started, I'm going to use the NYX Born to Glow Illuminating Primer. Okay, so I'm just gonna rub that in. Okay, I'm not sure if I used too much. I've never used this before, but it makes me look ghostly pale, so hopefully we can fix that. Okay, I'm going to use the new Claria foundation. This is in Lucky 004. And I'm going to use the new brush from NYX that I showed in my last video. This is the dual fiber foundation buffing brush, I think is what it was called. Dot that. I'm gonna do one side of my face because it does dry rather quickly. Okay, this is not really showing a difference. I don't know if it's the brush because I've never used it before. I'm going to try it with a flat kabuki brush. And I'll just add another little layer of it. Okay, it seemed to work a little bit better. That particular foundation doesn't work very well with the NYX brush. I had a little bit better luck with the flat kabuki brush, but I'm going to do the other side with the Beauty Blender. Okay, I feel like on camera this is making me look a lot more pasty than I normally am. I think it might have to do with the Born to Glow Illuminating Primer. I may have put too much on, but I'm feeling like I'm looking a little too ghostly. Okay, so I just went off camera and tried my regular NARS foundation because I know how that one works with this brush, and it was very streaky, so maybe I'm just not using this right, but for me it's not working. I'm going to have to test this in other ways to see if it works better with creams or something along those lines. But as far as all over foundation, it didn't work for me. It was very streaky, so I had to go over it with my Beauty Blender. So right now, as far as foundation, not the biggest fan of this brush, which is a bummer because I was so excited for it. Okay, next I'm going in with the Gotcha Covered Concealer by NYX. Normally I would apply this all over my lid, but I'm going to just do it on my under eye area because I have a lid lacquer that I want to try. Okay, so as you can tell, that really brightened up my under eye area. This concealer was in the shade Ivory. I have another shade. I'll probably use that next time because this is kind of light. I feel like this whole makeup look is coming off a lot lighter than I actually am. I mean, I know my lighting probably has a lot to do with it, but right now I'm not loving how everything's looking, but after powders and contours, maybe we can bring more life to the face. So now I'm going to try the NYX lid lacquer. And this shade is in clear / transparent, so. It is, it's clear. It says it delivers high shine for glossy, edgy eye look. Never tried this before. I wonder if this is supposed to be their version of like the glitter glue. I'm not sure. This is all trial and error, so you're learning with me, folks. Okay, I'm going to use this NYX palette since this is also new to me, and I'm not sure what color I'm going to use yet. Okay, I know this is going to be kind of hard because this thing is so big, but I think I'm going to try this lightest kind of blue, slightly green shade right here. It is pretty pigmented. Very bright. It's a really pretty color. I don't normally do the lid shade first, but since this lacquer is still kind of wet, I assume I need to apply this before it's fully dry. So far, I like it. It's a very bright, bold color. Okay, I'm going to take this brown right here as a transition color. That is a very pigmented color. Okay, so I did lose a little bit of the lid color, so I'll touch that up later. Okay, for the crease color, I'm going to take this kind of warm brown right here, and I'm using my new e.l.f. crease brush. Okay, now I'm just going to take my fluffy brush and blend it all out. Okay, I kind of want to do something a little crazy. And take the... Okay, I want to take this kind of deeper greenish blue color here. This is the one I use for the lid, but I'm going to go all the way over and make kind of a liner with that. Now, I've never ever done this look before. I've never used any of these products. This is all first impression. So you just have to bear with me. This look may not come out the greatest. I didn't, you know, practice this or anything. I just sat down and said, let's just see what happens. So y'all are here with me to see if I end up looking like a clown or not. So we'll see. Okay, it doesn't look terrible. It just kind of brings more green blue to the look. Okay, the only issue I seem to be having is that light blue kind of keeps crumbling a little bit and fading, so I'm not sure I'm loving that. And I don't know if it's the shadow or the lacquer, so I will try this again without the lacquer and see if that is what's doing it. I feel like it is the lacquer because the other shadows were very pigmented and blended right in. So I'm not sure I'm loving that lid lacquer at all. But it's a first impression. I'll try it again. Maybe my mind will change. If it does, I will let you know. Okay, I'm going to just touch up under my eyes with the Beauty Blender. And I just got the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, so I'm going to go ahead and set under my eyes. Okay, next I'm going to take, I know this is described as a spot concealer brush from NYX, but I'm going to use that just to line under my lower lash line. And I'm just taking a dark brown color. Now I'm going to take my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores. I don't have a new powder, so I'm just going to use this, but I'm going to use the new NYX powder brush just to set foundation. Okay, now I'm going to use the new contour brush from NYX. When you open this up, there are contour shades in here, so I'm going to get that one and that one over there. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I think this shade is a little too orange, but I do need to make the other side match, so I will do that. And then I'm gonna grab that new e.l.f. contour palette and see if I can fix this. Okay, so I'm not loving the NYX bronzers that are in this Night on the Town palette, I think is what it's called. So I'm just going to use the e.l.f. one that I just hauled. Okay, so I'm going to take the powder brush again and just try to blend that out. Next, I'm going to take this shade right here, and I'm just going to go under my contour line with it. Okay, I'm going to use the blush up here. It's kind of a cool tone, pinkish purple. I'm going to go ahead and try that shade. Okay, so overall I think I like the color. It's very subtle. Okay, last thing I'm going to try from this palette is right here. It is just a light highlight shade. Yeah, you can see that. That's a very pretty highlight. Okay, overall I like the palette. I feel like the lid lacquer is really messing with the eyelid color, so I'm not going to use that again. I want to try this without that, but I think the face products worked out. The contour in this palette did not. That was kind of a fail. It just doesn't match my skin color very well, so it just pulled too orange on me. But the one in the e.l.f. palette works really well, and the highlight from the NYX palette worked really well, and the blush turned out really pretty. So overall, I'm okay with the look. I don't really love the eye look today. There's not much I can do about it, but I will go ahead off camera and apply my mascara because I don't have anything new to show you there. So I will be right back. Okay guys, I went ahead and applied my mascara, and then I also applied a new lip liner and lip stain. The color that I used for my lip liner is, this one is called Brick House. It is a gorgeous color. I think this might be my favorite thing in the bunch of new items. And then I used the Whipped Fouet, I don't know how to say that. But I used this in the shade Plush, just over top. So that is the finished look. The eyes, I don't know if you can see this. I'm gonna try to zoom in. You see how patchy that is from that lid lacquer? I don't love that. I think the eyeshadow didn't turn out quite as well as I was hoping it would. But other than that, I think the face and lips turned out a lot better. So that's the kind of the point of first impressions. You get to test new products with me. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. So I will go over the hits and misses with you guys. First off, you already know the misses are the lid lacquer. I think that is just trash. I don't like it. Next is the Born to Glow Illuminator Primer. It made me look ghost white at first. Don't love it out of the gate, but I'll try it again. Maybe it'll work a little better. Something I need to play with. I probably used too much, so it was probably just a user error. Next mist for me. Okay. The NYX Buffer Dual Fiber Buffer Brush. I was so excited about this, and I do not like it. I don't know. Again, I have to try it with other products. I was using a newer foundation that I'm not that familiar with, so I didn't really love it for applying foundation. I'll try it with like a cream or something later. I'll update you on that, but as far as liquid foundation, this is a miss for me. The palette that I used overall is a right in the middle. It's not really a hit, it's not really a miss. I need to obviously play with it more. But the colors that I did use, I wanted to use brighter, bolder colors as a first impression to see how they perform. Those colors are typically a little bit harder to get right, so I was testing it, you know, a little on the harsher side. I think it's going to be great, but I do need to use this again to know for sure, because that lid lacquer just totally screwed up the entire eye look today. So I'm very bummed about that. And also the bronzer in here, it's just not my color. It's very orange, so I don't love that. The highlighter and the blushes I did like a lot in this palette, so that's why I'm kind of leaning maybe a 7 or 6.5 to 7 out of 10 on this, but I will play with it more, and as I get looks out of it that I like, I will come back and do tutorials with it. So overall, oh, and the lip product, especially the lip pencil and Brick House, absolute favorite. I love this. So overall, I think these are good products. Also, the powder brush that I used was good. The contour brush worked really well. The angled eyeliner pencil worked pretty well. So overall, I would say it was pretty good as far as products go. Again, you saw the ones I didn't like. I'll play with them more and update you. But thank you so much for stopping by. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.